Ian, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
The telecom sector is quite complex. Having said that, what is UKTIN doing to help the UK compete with other world leaders in connectivity on the global stage?
Well, as you said, it is incredibly complex and it's also incredibly diverse. Telecoms touches everybody's day-to-day life in so many different ways. UKTIN was created in 2022 as a funding arrangement from government, grant funding, who said that we need to try to do more around bringing together the diverse ecosystem that we have around research and innovation and development to create a much more joined up ecosystem that can serve the needs of the telecom sector. So we've created a number of things. Part of it is around policy. How does government know how to make the right policy? So we have a group called the Expert Working Groups who look across multiple technologies and some of the emerging technologies like AI and cyber to then suggest and recommend what are the challenges in those areas, and we then feed that back into government. We've got some specialist support groups where we've got small to medium enterprises can come and talk to us, and we put them in touch with people that may help benefit their business and join that together. So it's really bringing this stuff together, making a real difference to people and actually moving the industry forward. And ultimately, UKTIN is the voice for the telecom sector.
So what is your organisation's role in supply chain development in UK Telecoms?
The telecom supply chain is very complex and diverse, and there are many different parts to it. And what UKTIN does is try to join the dots up from people doing research, people doing development, people doing innovation, people doing adoption. We act as a service to bring these people together, to get them to talk to each other through our supplier specialist guidance service, where people who say, I've got a product I want to sell, who can I sell it to? Is there people you can help me with? We've got things around small businesses where we help small businesses to grow their business, giving them coaching and guidance about how to do and put them in touch with people. We have a whole group of people, the expert working groups, which are experts in the industry that give their time for free, that will help shape the future policy interventions from government, so help government think, and then also to work with these other people who are developing AI products, quantum products, to say, you've got some amazing things. Do you know this works very well in telecoms? So come and join the party.
And of course, then there's emerging telecoms technologies. How are they providing support to create a more connected Britain?
Oh, they're incredibly important. Telecoms touches everybody's lives, and it's moving on now from the day when you used to pick up a phone, dial a number, and talk to somebody, to now everything's app-driven, everything's connected to everything else. It's very complex, but what that does, it generates a lot of data. There's a lot of data out there, and you take some of the use cases around agri-tech or healthcare, generates lots of data. But how do you take that data and turn it into information? So you can have things like AI, where you take that data, it becomes information, and you can provide healthcare outcomes. You can improve manufacturing. You can have robots that control crops, and that's really important to be able to take what is the benefit of this technology and actually put it into use cases. Because it's not technology for technology's sake, it's about the good you can do with it and the benefits it brings.
And you've just addressed some really tangible benefits, and the obvious follow-on is that it has really important economic impacts as well then.
It does, and that's where the challenge comes in between what UKTIN does at the moment with research, innovation and development and design into adoption. How do we join up the ecosystem? Because this has to work as an ecosystem. There's no point making things if no one's going to use them, and you can't use things that haven't been made. So UKTIN creates this ecosystem which brings it together so that the clever people in the academic doing the research and creating new standards and new products then flow through, and UKTIN helps them flow through to becoming these use cases and these great things that farmers can use, healthcare professionals can use, and manufacturing can improve.
So UKTIN runs a Telecoms Trailblazers programme. Ian, can you tell me a bit more about what that is and how important these Trailblazers are to the ecosystem?
Sure. The Trailblazer programme is there to highlight the faces behind telecoms. There's lots of very, very clever people doing lots of very clever things, but you don't hear about them, you don't see them. And what the Trailblazer programme does is allow these people to talk about what they're doing in their own voice in a way that other people can see it. So it's very exciting. And what's great about it as well is we have in telecoms a very ageing, male-dominated sort of cadre of people. And we want to change that. We want to bring more diversification into that program, and be using a Trailblazer program to showcase that there are people out there who you may never heard of doing this great stuff. Is a way of doing that. So then when children at school going through their STEM subjects, they can look at it and go, telecoms is cool, it does some great stuff, I want to be part of that, rather than this industry struggling as it gets older and the people who are at the top of their game sort of retiring now, and we lose that capability. So Trailblazers is there to really highlight that and be that campaign and be that face for those people.
Very well said. Ian, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.